Welcome to Hustlin' Faith. This podcast is dedicated to helping women who want to analyze, apply, and amplify their God-given gifts. We accomplish this by discussing topics such as business, self-improvement, health and beauty, and my random thoughts about life from a Christian perspective. I'm your host, Latasha Johnson. Have you been feeling called to create more, but you're not sure where to start? You don't need a big budget, a team, or perfect confidence. You need clarity, a simple system, and the courage to use your voice. Join me for Activate Your Calling, Create, Build, and Promote What God Gave You, a free live workshop for faith-based women ready to stop sitting on their ideas and start showing up. You'll learn the foundations of marketing, content creation, AI, self-publishing, and podcasting. No tech background is required. So join me on Saturday, February 21st at 5 p.m. Eastern. Bring your ideas, leave with clarity. Register now and save your seat. I'll see you there. Do you have the faith to launch with God? I know that may sound like a strange question. And the reason I'm asking this question is because there's so much chaos and destruction taking place in this world. And I truly believe that many women are searching for a safe, faith-centered space, a place where they can be spiritually fed and equipped with the practical tools to thrive in business and purpose. And so a space where faith and ambition aren't competing, but they work together. And a verse that I can't help but think about is Matthew 6:33, but seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. And so that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I want to create a community where we can be spiritually fed as well as professionally fed as well. And so what I've noticed, especially within many church spaces, is that women are oftentimes only presented with one version of God's plan. Get married, have children, stay home. And let me be clear, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that path. It is beautiful, it is honorable, but it is not the only path. There are women who are single. There are women who are child-free. There are women who are working professionals, or women who desire both family and to work outside the home. And far too often, those women don't feel fully seen, supported, or equipped. And, the Bible talks about we all have different gifts, right? So 1 Corinthians 12:4 states that, there are different kinds of gifts, but the same Spirit distributes them. And so again, that's 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 4. And so God's calling is not a one size fits all. And so one of the main reasons why I want to create a community is because it's something that I wish that I had. So I've spent a little over 20 years in the corporate world. And to be completely honest, if I had to rate my experience, it would be a 0 out of 10. I would not recommend. Unfortunately, I've spent a good chunk of my career working for or with people that are a couple fries short of a Happy Meal. It's simply said. I wanted nothing more than to just do my job and go home, but that wasn't enough for some people. And this is going to sound arrogant, but I'm good at what I do. So many times I would get comments like that would range from, you're too quiet, you're too direct, blah, blah, blah. And all of this is because I was unwilling to change who I am to fit their, to fit their stereotypes, to be quite honest. And so I've learned so many lessons. And sometimes, yes, I learned them the hard way, and how important it is to have community, mentorship, spiritual grounding, and practical skills. And so I truly wish that I had a space, like the one that I am in the process of creating during my journey, where I could grow spiritually and learn how to build confidence, navigate business, and steward my gifts well. Because, in Proverbs chapter 15, verse 22, it talks about how plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. And I do feel like I probably could have experienced success a little bit sooner had I had a community like the one that I am in the process of creating for us. And so Faith to Launch is the community that I wish I had and the one that I want for you. And so here are some of the things that we're going to learn together. So this community is intentionally designed to be a blend of faith and function, okay? And it's just for us ladies, all right? So we're going to talk about creating God-centered goals, becoming wise stewards of our finances, career growth, entrepreneurship, and side hustles, branding, marketing and visibility, podcasting, self-publishing, content creation, and confidence on camera, leveraging AI in emerging tech tools, building a strong digital presence and lead magnets, grants, and so much more. And so in Proverbs chapter 16, verse 3, it talks about how God said, commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. So in order to really get some of those plans established, we need to start watering some of those seeds, right? And so I want to create a community, like I said before, where we're spiritually fed as well as professionally fed. And I don't see anything like what I'm trying to create. And so I just want you to know that this is more than content. It is a community. This isn't just another course. It's not. Trust me. Been there, done that. There's going to be structured learning, but the heart of Faith to Launch is live connection. So we're going to have live workshops, Bible studies, community meetups, quarterly challenges, highlighting members within the community and a membership directory. And I'm going to have guests come in. I know a lot of you have commented that you really are impressed with the guests that I've had on the Hustle and Faith podcast. And I have a lot of connections. So I want to make sure that we get, the best and brightest as guests to come in and speak to the community as well in finance and, how to search for grants and so much more, right? And so in the event, if you miss a live session, because again, I'm all about trying to do this live, you'll have access to the replays, but there really is a strong emphasis in real-time growth together. And so, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. And that's Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. And that's what I want us to be together. So if you're anything like me, I'm sure you're probably wondering, okay, Tasha, this all sounds great, but I've got some questions. And I get it. I got you. So the first one you're probably thinking is this really for me? And my answer is very short and sweet. If your desire is to, put God first and gain some business skills along the way, then yes, by all means, come join us. And then last but not least, I'm sure you're probably wondering, you know what, Tasha, I am so overwhelmed by online courses. I can't take another one. Totally get it. I got you. That's exactly why Faith to Launch is primarily going to be live focused and community driven. So I'm really excited about what we're doing. And I want you to know that Faith to Launch is going to officially open in March. But before then, I'm going to be hosting a free, yes, free live workshop called Activate Your Calling, Create, Build, and Promote Your Gift. And so this workshop is going to be designed to help you discern what God may be inviting you into the next step of your life. And so attending live is free. The replay is going to be available for purchase. So I really want you to come live if you can, because it's going to be interactive and workshop style. And I want you to really consider joining Faith to Launch, okay? If you've been longing for a space where your faith is honored, your gifts are developed, your ambitions are not dismissed, and your calling is taken seriously, then I would truly love to welcome you into the Faith to Launch community. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the link below so you can learn more about the Faith to Launch community, as well as sign up for the free workshop, Activate Your Calling. that's going to be held later this month in February. So I want to leave you with one of my favorite women in the Bible, the famous Proverbs 31 woman. So Proverbs 31 verse 25, she is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. And so if you're looking for a community where you can grow in faith, clarity, and confidence, I truly hope that you will join me. Thanks so much for listening to this episode. If you enjoy listening to Hustle and Faith and would like to support the show, please consider sharing it with your friends, rate or leave a review, donate, or make a purchase at our shop, Starring You Crew. Remember, if you're everything to everyone, you risk being no one. You never know who you will inspire. See you in the next episode.